welcome to Iconic Productions. I am Becca, the GM for the Heroes at the Edge of Desolation, our 13th Age campaign. And with me are all of the Obsidian Souls. Yay!
Oh, it's all of us! Yes!
Yay! Which is good
Family reunion.
because apparently last week they decided they were going to go and fight the Scorpion General. Um, yeah, this should be fine. So, I will give a recap here in just a few seconds, but first, I need everybody to roll their iconic relationships. As they do so, I just want to remind our viewers that in 13th Age, it is a game about heroes and icons, and one of those things is how these heroes, our Obsidian Souls, are related to and help serve the icons of the world.
I got a 6 for the Wanderer.
6 for the Wanderer? Alright. Dave, did you get anything?
I got a 6 for the Ribner.
Alright. Why?
Oh, you're not gonna believe this, but it's real, I swear. I got a 5 for the Spell Queen, and then a 5 and a 6 for the Red Alchemist.
Alright.
That Scorpion lady is going down. She doesn't even know what's about to go down.
Tripp.
I got 5 for the Guild of Leaves and Falling Leaves, and I got 5 for Demaloth.
Oh, you guys are rolling in the icons today. Alright, and Rule.
6 for the Rivner and 6 with the Guild.
Shoot.
Wow, guys.
It's just going to be exciting.
It's
Hope
going to
we
be
use them.
super exciting. As in 13th Age, our heroes can use these icon relationships to help them in some capacity. It's not usually a mechanical benefit, but it is something that they can do to help further the story. A 5 means that there is a complication. Something doesn't exactly go wrong, and especially not right there in the moment, but it might kick in later that something different happens. A 6 means there's no complication, and they get what they want. Mostly. So, this is great. So, in our recap, the Scorpion General is a hero or villain from a previous age who was strong enough to threaten many of the empires and civilizations such that the world worked to put her and her army in a stasis, keeping them out of the world and stopping them from destroying it, basically. As a result, there are people who remember the Scorpion, which is an icon from a previous age, and view the Scorpion General and her power as kind of the heir to that icon. Some of the first adventures that the Obsidian Souls went on dealt with the army and making sure it stayed locked in its dream crystal, and they have descended on the chitinous dungeon in order to ensure that the Scorpion General herself does not step out into the world again. For a while there was debate about whether or not the group was going to fight her or just make sure she was locked up really good. And there were plans to unleash a sandworm onto the cult that is following the Scorpion General. And last week, Myles acted as bait and drew the sandworm into the small encampment of cultists within the dungeon, killing the majority of them and barely escaping with his own life, after which the group went back to the central security chamber And while they were there, decided to begin to actually talk to the Scorpion General, at which point Myles became possessed because of a previous mistake, stabbed Vave, killed her, and was put down by Darul and Y, knocking him down and paralyzing him. So, that is where we pick up tonight. What does this group want to do with Myles, with the Scorpion General, and with potentially loosened sandworms within the dungeon? Myles, the first thing I need you to do is
I already know.
A save.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. And can you roll another save? This one will be against the paralyzing poison that Y has.
Wow.
I rolled a nat 20.
Oh.
All right.
Who's the worst?
I was honestly hoping.
don't know
I was
why.
hoping to roll them in opposite directions, but
I know you were.
I was
buddy.
just about to say who knew that brown goo would come in handy, and then it stopped.
It did come in handy. It paused him. While he is paused, everyone else, you have some time. I will let Myles know when he is free from the paralyzing potion and what's going to happen next. So, Y, Vave, Darul, and Tripp, and Orion, and V, and whatever else you've picked up along the way, are all standing in this room over a paralyzed Myles. What do you want to do?
never mind.
Wait, I thought I was already going to kill the lady.
That was the plan.
You were hoping I would change my mind out of
It's fine. Are you you haven't seen exactly how to get down into the lower levels? You'll need to take some time to look around the room. So is that what you are going to do, to look around the room to see how you get down?
Well, could I just mess around with the ball thing and see if it knows the way?
Sure. Roll an intelligence
Wait, why are you
check.
Just so you know, I think Tripp is operating the crystal ball right now, so you might have to ask her to get access to it.
Okay.
So, question: where was Tripp last session?
She was there in the room. You had been kind of monitoring the situation with the crystal ball while the others went and lured the sandworm around the dungeon.
Okay, so I'm with the crystal ball.
Yeah, you're there in the room with everyone else. And yes,
We're
with the
all-
crystal ball.
We're all in the same room.
Okay. Isn't Y trying to use the crystal ball?
Yeah. So you're there with the crystal ball, and Y can stand like across from you and mess with it. If you let her.
I don't know what she's doing.
You don't know what she's doing now.
I think that I would go up and I would tap on you and be like, "Hi, you think you could use this weird spinny ball thing to get me down there so I can talk to the lady?" Okay, I understand your hesitation. I'll be safe. Okay, what if I take Orion with me?
No, my translator is incapacitated, so
Yeah, super paralyzed right now, except almost not.
Okay, can I just would I know how to operate the ball thing? I think I've done it before, right?
Yeah, you've like flipped through images.
Okay. What is VE? Right, is that your name? Lee, what's your character's name?
Tripp.
Tripp. What does Tripp eat? Like, what doesn't she like eat something? She's like really
Rabbits.
interested in rabbits. Does anybody have any rabbits?
I fed all mine to her already. They're gone.
Frick. Wait, I have those shrooms. Okay, what are the chances I can try and put shrooms in her mouth?
It would be a roll off between the
Yeah, all right,
two
let's
of
do
you.
it. I'm down. I wanna get her to hallucinate some rabbits, like me throwing some rabbits, so I can play with the ball.
All right.
I'm gonna take this time to try and tie up Myles just when we can.
Okay,
Good
so
call.
Darul
Yeah, I
is
think
going
at
to
the
tie
end.
up Myles.
I think at the end of last session, you talked about trying to tie me up. I was just hoping someone would say that again.
Okay, so Darul is tying up Myles. Why it is going to be a dexterity, and
Cool.
Tripp, it is up to you if it is a insight check to see like what her plan is, or if it's a dexterity in order to avoid what she is doing.
Is insight intelligence?
Insight would be charisma.
Oh, then I'm going charisma.
Okay.
What the frick?
So
All right.
while you're trying to figure out while you're trying to do it, and Tripp is trying to figure out what you were doing, in the middle of this Vave, you have sat back up. I hope you've taken some recoveries.
Great roll.
Do I have to?
You have to get up to at least half health.
Yes,
I'm gonna
please.
take some recoveries.
Please take your recoveries.
You should get to full.
And Darul, you finish tying up Myles when you see his muscles kind of contract, and you realize the paralyzing goo has worn off.
Just in the nick of time.
Yes.
I did mention last time that I took all of his weapons and everything I could get off of him.
Yeah, I'm fisting right now.
What?
All right.
Yep. That was
Because he was taken over by the scorpion.
Yeah.
Why?
Over
Your
by the scorpion.
dexterity plus level plus a background.
Plus a background? Oh, for sure. Well, okay, hold on. Would the fact that I could I use Elemental Hermit of the Woods because I'd be very familiar with mushrooms, and also I can't come up with a good reason for that to work.
Okay.
To get it into somebody's mouth.
The trip and not because it's an action.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I guess Mercenary to Allied Cities, because for sure I would have had to knock somebody out doing this probably exact same thing to steal from them or to kill their wives or something. So, for sure.
oh.
So I want to go with a solid 19. I did not roll very well.
Okay. Tripp, charisma plus level plus a background that would help you see through her attempt.
Yeah, I used famed fortune teller since reading people. But
Decent.
I also rolled really, really, really crappy, so I only got a 17.
Yeah! Okay. She's
Oh,
out.
God.
Let's
You
get to
are
that scorpion.
No.
so Tripp. You are not out, but you are distracted. Like a 17 was very good in that you are like aware that Y is trying to do something, but you do think you see a rabbit every now and again, and it's distracting. You are
Yeah,
not
and I'm only to be a
incapacitated, you
little.
are not drugged. Like in that you're unable to do anything anymore.
This is episode 3 of Fading Suns.
Yeah, not that
Or
bad.
whatever. Unofficial episode that wasn't recorded, sadly.
Yeah, not party Calypso.
I'm missing one.
Yeah, distracted Calypso or distracted Tripp.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess I'm like periodically like
Mhm. Which means that like when you turn, Y can mess with it, and then you kind of get back, and you guys kind of. So it's kind of a tussle But Y is able to start to get information for herself.
Okay.
All right, Vave, what are you doing?
I'm helping to roll.
So are you sitting on Myles or like just sitting by Myles?
Nope, 100% on him with my hoof on his face.
Ow.
Yeah, ow. Myles, I'm going to need you to attempt to escape.
Yep, that makes sense.
Why? Please make an intelligence check to see if you can figure out how to get out of this room.
Is that a dexterity thing?
For you, it probably will be. Trying to slip out instead of just pushing Babe off.
Sorry, I got a 23. Muted myself and then forgot.
Oh, you're fine.
If we're using backgrounds, I also got a 23.
All right, Darul and Vave, Myles is starting to slip out of the ropes.
Then I feel like Vade's in a better position trying to stop him. But I would try to help grab his ankles or something.
Okay. You want to try to, like, just tie it tighter?
I mean, it would probably be like trying to grab his ankles and hold him there, if that's going to help. I feel like in oxen, sitting on top of a tobacco or sitting on top of Myles would be pretty significant, but I don't know if I'd be able to tie it tighter, so I'd just be trying to grab him.
Okay.
Can I try to knock him out?
Yes. I mean, you know, that's an idea. You can try that.
Ow.
Or
Or you could try and
you don't get
logic
you
me
don't-
out of this.
No, you don't get a say in this. Sorry.
No one's asked me how I felt yet.
No, they haven't.
I don't
Hey,
really.
how did you feel when you got, taken down to 0 hit points on Myles last time? How did that make you feel?
Guess I can use my.
Babe.
I got a 22.
Okay, that's gonna hit Myles.
For sure.
Roll some damage. Did you use your gauntlet?
Yeah.
Okay, roll some gauntlet damage.
Cool.
That's now going to be 3 of whatever dice you use because you're level 3.
Oh, wait.
I think she's going to just kill me.
23.
23 points of damage.
I'm out. -2.
Okay. Now she was attempting to just knock you out, so you're going to sit at 0. You will wake up in an hour at 1 if nobody does anything. But you are now at 0 and not unconscious. All right. Darul, you see Myles go limp. Vave, you hear a cackling in your brain. And
I bet
you
that was
know
the worst
that
idea.
Gauntlet's voice, and it says, "Yes, you have finally done something worthwhile." Why, Tripp? You have figured out how to leave this room and head downstairs. It's going to involve pushing some different crystals on the wall, but there is a door.
Metal. Let's do it. Oh, I should probably tell the team. Team, let's go.
I would object. Like, why? What are you doing? This is a terrible idea. You see what she just did to Myles? This is a bad idea.
She's never been in my head, and I'd like to see her get in my head. Like, She will have a tough time in there, let me tell you. But that's what we're here to do, and I'm gonna go down there with or without you, you know. So it's like you can come help, or you can hang out up here. But I mean, it's kind of boring up here. Just that knocked out. Dude.
Yeah.
Those pesky
What's going on
rabbits.
with Trip? Why?
Wait, what did he say?
Why? What's going on with Trip?
Oh, right. I forgot. I gave her just a small amount of hallucinogenic mushrooms, so she is in heaven right now. You know, ease the stress. She'll be all right soon. She just needs to shake it off. She needs to walk it off. Come on,
So
Come on.
you gave her mushrooms.
just a little bit. She's mostly here. I mean, she'll be fine and lucid, and you know, who knows? Maybe she'll be stronger.
You're hearing this?
Yes, everyone is hearing this.
Okay.
Orion kind of taps you on the shoulder, Y, and he goes, Lady Y, I do not believe this is the most chivalrous or responsible or polite method for dealing with your friends.
Polite. Should I give her more mushrooms?
No. You've essentially tricked her, and you're not living up to the promise of real rabbits.
Well, I don't know how to summon real rabbits.
I see. Do you have the antidote to the mushrooms?
Aside, Becca, I would know what the antidote would be, right?
Yeah.
Let's just assume. Hold on, let me see. You know, maybe. Hold on, let me think of something cool. I want to have something cool.
All right, well, you think on that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to Vave, who is now sitting on an unconscious Myles. Vave, are you going to continue to sit on him? Are you going to attempt to revive him? Talk to me about Vave.
Hank.
Hank, go outside. Go outside.
Yeah, you guys are muted.
I know what it is. Oh, ready, whenever you are. Of course I know the antidote. All she has to do is lick somebody's armpit.
All
Oh my
right,
God.
you guys take that as you will. Vave, where are you going with this?
I'm gonna leave him unconscious. I don't want him up and walking around for at least a little while.
Okay. So, okay.
I don't really know what to do from here, though. Have we decided whether we're actually gonna go try to defeat the Scorpion General or not?
I mean, that's the goal. We just
Yeah.
need to get me and, Tripp not hallucinating and or unconscious.
All she has to do is lick somebody's armpit. It's the pheromones. That's it. Deactivates all the hallucinogenic stuff.
She's
Good.
not licking armpits. All right.
All right, let's go then.
Myles.
Yeah.
In your unconscious state.
I figured we'd go here.
Well, I'm so confused as to why you think you would. You are in a space. It's hard to call it a room, but you definitely are on a stone floor. It just feels like a space. You are sitting cross-legged, and across from you is a woman that you recognize from the coins, from your previous dreams, and from the crystal surveillance. There, looking at you, and she's got a little smile.
Say, yep. Thought you might show up again.
It's hard for me to be anywhere else when I am in your brain.
I mean, you are also sitting in a room presently.
I am.
Dungeon.
Indeed. And you are here to free me?
No.
Your friends seem to think they are.
I suppose so. I know we got an interesting group. That's about it.
That is one way to say it.
Yeah. So, what's your plan?
Why do I need a plan?
I mean, I would assume since you've been sitting in here for thousands of years that you would have something going on.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was your gauntlet blessing you. No, I'm just kidding.
Thanks.
The Scorpion General just looks across over at you, Myles, and shrugs, and she says, "Sure." And just about everyone has a plan, do they not? For their life, their future, their goals.
So, what are your future plans?
Broadly?
I was thinking more like in the next day.
Walking out of here.
Okay. Fun. Good luck.
Thank you. And thank you again for all of your help.
Yeah, I figured you'd appreciate it.
I do. And you know, well, you don't know, you turned down my last offer. I do reward those who help me.
You didn't give me a great offer last time.
Because you just saw the offer where I said, help me, or else.
No, you didn't say that last time.
Oh. Okay. Your friends are interesting.
Yeah. Anything in particular?
I mean, you have a Varthan. You have a dwarf who doesn't have a memory. You have some wild elemental. And you have that oxen sitting on your chest who you killed.
Yeah, she's already died a few times, so
it's
she
fine.
can take it.
No
Yeah,
hard
she's used to it.
feelings. That's why she just punched you in the face as hard as she could.
Well, she just knows that you're in my head, and so it's a pretty logical thing to do. I mean, if I had gotten stabbed by my friend, then I'd probably do the same.
Right. Tell you what. If you are to defeat me here in this dungeon, obviously I would no longer be able to control your mind, correct?
No, I bet you could linger.
Cross my heart, I won't.
Cool. Great plan.
Or you could just mess with that little crystal ball and unlock the doors and let me walk out.
I think this cage was built pretty well, so I don't think you're going to be walking out. And I mean, even if you do make it past this group, you will have already taken a reasonable amount of hits, so that anything else past us would just finish the job. Or if nothing else, lock you back up.
Sure. I like your confidence. Alright, but I tire of this go around, so yeah, I think I'm gonna let you go. Rest in peace. And she kind of just disappears. And you find yourself in that space. Alone. And it's quiet. Back to the other four. It's been a few minutes. Have you decided if you're going down? What's the plan?
I have no idea.
Alright. Let's talk this out. Just a first vote. All in favor for going down to fight the Scorpion General, raise your hand. All opposed? Same sign. Alright.
You got a vote there.
I have no idea. I don't know, you guys.
Here's what
Listen.
it is.
Wait.
I'm gonna give you about I'll even time this. 4 minutes for each side to present their case. Little Robert's Rules of Orders. And then, Vave, if you figure out what you decide, or if somebody else changes their mind, majority rules, and that's the direction you go. The options essentially are go down and fight the Scorpion General. B, make sure everything is locked up tight and leave. C, don't really double check anything, break out with a sandworm and go and attack whatever army is showing up. So, why?
Oh, I get to go first? Okay,
Well, you seem
here's
ready.
Here are my arguments. First of all, it's why we're here. It's the whole purpose of like the past 5 Monday nights that we've had is to kill this one lady. We're here now. Let's just do it. Second reason, if we don't kill her now, there's no guarantee that she's not going to get out and come after us in the future. Third, Orion will not get his honor back unless we killed her. Blah, blah, blah. Fourth reason, I alone have 3 different icon relationship tokens. And one of those is a solid, definitely, mostly no drawbacks, great thing that's going to happen. And that's just me. I mean, you guys all probably have something. Plus, this is the first time in a long time we've all been together. We are stronger now than ever before. 6, he is being possessed by this lady. 7, even if one of us dies, we'll probably come back to life. I mean, shoot, all she got taken away from her was her horns. I don't mean to be insensitive. It is a big deal. But we're still all here today. What am I at? 8 now? 8. It's going to be a hard battle, but it's going to be a good reward. I mean, come on, guys. Do I need any more? Should I be at 9? Oh, yeah. It would be super cool if we killed her. And we'll get lots of money. Oh, 10. We'll get lots of money because we told that guy if we killed her, he's going to give us like a lot of money, I think. I don't remember very well.
Yeah, I wrote that down.
All right.
Okay. So, it's not fair. I just want to say that Lee is a lawyer, so this is already unfair. Okay. Debate continue.
Opposing counsel.
Okay. So, okay. I'm not opposed to fighting the general. However, my counter arguments to yours, 1, we don't have Myles right now. He's under the influence of her. So we're down a person, and that's concerning. 2, there is a giant army out there that I thought we already all agreed. We all consented, and it was not unconscionable to go and kick the army with the sandworms prior to dealing with the general. And then we would deal with the general. The issue here is the army is great and bigger than us, and we have a chance to dismember the army because if we take the head away, the body's going to still survive, and 2 more, like a Hydra, could take its place. So if we kick out or if we exterminate her followers, we cut off, all we have left is the head that we could terminate. And then 1 is more doable than an army. So I'd rather fight the army and then deal with the general. I'm not saying don't fight the general. I'm saying it's not time just at this very moment.
I think I'm with Shawnee still, just because, yes, we want to try and destroy the army, but they're still far enough away that we could still try and lure a sandworm out there. That's my only counter argument to you. But for why, my counter argument also is what Shawnee said. I'm out of it right now.
You mean Lee?
Or Lee, sorry. I'm out of it right now. And keep in mind, we can't use tokens as a fighting advantage. We can use it as something else.
Okay, I have so many counter arguments. I'll start from the last one because I'll probably forget. Okay, so the tokens, yeah, we can only use it. Well, we can't use it for fighting, but we can use it for information, like say the easiest way to kill her, or the best way to kill her, or how to get you back. Second,
I actually already have a plan
I mean,
for that.
you are the one. I mean, okay, once again, not to be insensitive, but speaking from like a logical standpoint, usually you're the first one to die anyways in our battles, so we'll still be strong, you know? Another thing, disconnecting the head from the body is irrelevant. We can still send the sandworms out there. We're not going to be any weaker than we are now. We're right here. It's efficient. Let's just go for it.
Darul, did you have something you wanted to say?
Yes. Really simply put, from a personal place, I can only deal with a lot of fighting, physical things. So mentally and all of this magical mental craziness and whatever has happened that we've lost our friend Myles to multiple times, that's beyond my understanding and beyond what I really want to deal with right in this moment.
You have 4 minutes.
4 minutes for what?
You're over here right now. You need to come down into here. Keep going.
I got really lost about what you're talking
Keep
about.
going.
That's the simplest piece that I would say, is that we don't have a real plan for fighting her. She is locked in a prison that she can't get out of yet. And we should not mess with this prison that we don't understand.
Now you're on target.
Do we know who created the prison?
Bingo. We don't know that much. We did research and everything else, but
I've
she's able to defeat and escape, why mess with it? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's it.
I've done copious amounts of research, just so you guys know. I've read the whole
But unfortunately, you're unconscious at this moment, so
I know.
you
I'm
cannot
just
help
letting
them.
them know, reminding them that I've read this book 4 times now. And anyway,
What is this book?
it's a book all about the Scorpion General and her cage and stuff like that.
Okay. So here's what I'm seeing here. We have the ability to get him back. We have all these icon relations. We can probably use one of them to figure out how to get his brain right. We can probably do the same thing for the dwarf, okay? Caught up. So now we're all together, stronger than ever. He even got a little nap in, so that's great. And she's only a little bit stabbed. Is she healed up by now? Yeah, okay. So we use our icon relationship tokens, figure out even more. We have somebody who has all the research already. We're right here. We know how to get there instead of trying to get our way in again and me sacrificing another one of my sticks to help us get in here again. We kill this lady. Then maybe we don't have to kill the whole army, because then we can be like, hey, guys, your lady isn't even alive anymore, so what are you fighting for? And they're going to be like, oh, maybe we should fight for something else, like freedom. I don't know. Okay, so boom. Time up. Let's do it.
She is a general. That indicates that there is a military structure, which indicates that she's not the end all be all, which still indicates that the army is still a force to be dealt with. That is a concern.
Yes.
Idea. Kill her. I'll step into her place and turn everybody into good people.
We are missing other generals, other lieutenants We're missing.
Right. But it's like, it's the old rule. If you kill the king, then you become the king. That's like.
But she's not the king. She's the general.
Oh.
So posits that there's somebody.
I see what you're saying. There are multiple ones of her. Okay. Well,
my biggest concern is the army. She is stuck in a prison. She hasn't been able to get out of said prison for a very long time. The cultists provide a problem, and the army provides an even more immediate problem. Those are what I'm more concerned about.
oh, I have an idea. We lure the army into the prison and trap them in there too. Then we blow up the prison.
No, that's a terrible idea.
Just straight up, that is not a good one.
Sorry.
Well, I don't hear any other ideas, and I'm pretty headstrong about going down there and just taking this lady out myself.
Tiebreaker.
All right, the rule.
Question for Orion. You have to kill her to satisfy your honor.
We've asked this already. I thought that was why we were choosing to do it in the beginning.
Short answer, yes. Longer answer, her death can be put off, but then I would need to stay here to ensure that she doesn't escape.
I'm not saying don't kill her. I'm saying that she is currently dealt with. The army is still mobile and has not been dealt with.
We have time to deal with the army.
All right.
How much time do we have until the army gets here?
2 days-ish?
That's plenty of time to kill this lady.
I think we should go kill the army first. I think it's easier.
I don't know about.
I'm with you, Shawnee. I'm with you.
So we're gonna have to wait in this prison for 2 days until they get here to then
no.
kill them?
We're gonna go get the sandworm and have it destroy the army, and then defeat the army, and then come back and destroy the general.
Oh, so how are we gonna control the sandworm?
I'm going to use for the Guild of Leaves.
You've got a Rasmussen Center in camp.
They
They
can-
snuck in. That's what I utilized last time.
All right. So all in favor of taking care of the army via sandworm first? Raise your hand.
There's our answer.
Okay. Step 1, find a sandworm. Step 2, make sure you know how to get out of the dungeon. Step 3, find the army and deliver sandworm unto army.
And then step 4, try and break back into the prison. Step 5, try and find our way back to the crystal ball again. Step 6, do this all over again. Or we can just go right down the hallway. Take her out now.
Okay, I don't care anymore.
Wearing Tripp down.
Just gotta wear them down with relentless annoyance. I'm sorry. That's all I am. I think is just annoying. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, she's annoyed. This feels wrong to her, but whatever. She doesn't care anymore. If she dies, then she just never gets to see Colin again. It's fine.
No, you'll see her on the other side.
She's not dead.
She is on the Plains of Dust and Ash, though, so. Anyway.
I don't care.
Let's go get the freaking worm.
I told you so in my ghostly incorporeal form.
Say that again?
I said if we lose, I'm just gonna haunt you and say I told you so in my incorporeal form.
Perfect. I will make sure to impose drastic issues using Tripp's incorporeal form.
No.
Perfect. Okay.
That's yeah. I think I deserve that. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Darul and Vave. It seems Tripp has agreed to go in and to take down the general first. Are you with them?
I don't think we should go in immediately yet. I think we should find those the tomb robbers and see if they would help us.
We tried that last
Explorers?
time and they said no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the time I wasn't here.
Yeah, they were like a hard no.
Well, we could use I could use one of my icon relations to see if we can get some information about, or more information. Oh, we should probably revive homie that's on the floor.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no to that one too.
Well, listen, if we talk to somebody to get him out of his head, I mean, well,
I'm not fighting without a full party.
yeah, I think this only works if we can get him back. So maybe, step one, let's get him back.
Okay, but if he
Yep.
is conscious and against us, that's 8,000 times worse than him being unconscious.
Well, let's keep him unconscious and see if we can figure out how to get him back to our side from one of my tokens.
Darul and then Tripp.
Teacher skills coming in handy there. I was just going to say we have our Fate Weaver back in action and we can do something there that's magic-y stuff that I don't understand and try that. But I'm going to say this, why? If you just keep trying to force your way to do things, there might be consequences. And I mean, like in a general sense, there's going to be consequences. Also in a more specific sense that we've already tied up Myles. I hate to get tied up too.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Okay, whatever you guys want to do, but I think that I should use one of my icon relationships to see if there's any way to bring his brain back to our side.
Yes, please, let's work on those pieces, but let's not bring him back just yet, because last time he did, he got all stabby.
True.
That was bad.
And
Lots of stabs.
Tripp, what would you like to add to this?
I was gonna ask if I could find a way to utilize the golems against the general.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Okay. Do I just know how to do that and make them follow us?
Give me an intelligence
Okay.
level and a background that would help you understand how to do mechanical workings.
Play stage hand because doesn't matter. I got a natty 20.
Well, I mean, tell me what you finally got. What your final thing was.
Play stage hand anyway because they often use mechanical backgrounds and backdrops. So that's 20 plus play stage hand plus level. So that's 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 30. That's 31.
No.
All right. With a 31, you are fairly certain you could rewire these golems to take orders from you, essentially to leave their predetermined routes and orders and listen to yours. It is going to take you some time to do each one.
How many are there?
There are 4 outside of this room.
Okay. I'm gonna do all 4 of them while they deal with Myles.
Okay. Each one is going to take about an hour.
Okay.
So Tripp is going to go and start working on these golems to get them to follow her and her orders. Darul, Vave, and Y, what are you going to do in order to ensure that when Myles wakes up, which will be in about 30 minutes now, when he wakes up, he is on your side, not the Scorpion Generals?
Can I use one of my icon relations?
Sure. How are you going to use it, and what do you want it to do?
So here's my thought, is I'm guessing that the scorpion mask thing and this whole scorpion thing must have come from somewhere. And I'm guessing that since the Spell Queen deals with creating crazy creatures and all these things, she might have some insight on how to maybe disable the connection between a little scorpion crawly creepy spine thing and a scorpion lady who's sitting in the room below. So could I use my number 6 because I'm guessing I don't want to use the number 5 when I'm trying to ask for information
You have
within
a
his head.
5 with the Spell Queen. You have a 6 with the Red Alchemist.
Or yeah. Oh shoot. Yeah, Red Alchemist is what I meant, because the Red Alchemist is the one that has the crazy creatures, right?
Okay. How do you get information? Excuse me, I'm so sorry. How do you get information from the Red Alchemist when she is not physically able to be there?
I'm gonna do some Oh, I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna take one of those mushrooms, the hallucinogenic mushrooms. I'm gonna mash it up real good in my hand and then just like wipe it all over my face. And then I'm going to like get into a strange like scorpion like posture with my body to meditate and be one with the scorpion general, the scorpion presence, and the lady who would recognize that I'm probably doing some weird stuff and that she should step in and say something to me.
All right, so you're essentially going to hallucinate and meditate to do this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. That was like 3 steps farther than what I was thinking you could do, which is great. Perfect. All right, Dave and Darul, why goes into various... I mean, if you did yoga, you'd call them yoga poses. But they're not quite right. And she finally freezes in one with kind of a foot curled up back behind her. And sure, just because you're surrounded by the Scorpion General information, you can recognize it as a Scorpion pose. And
It's kind of Scorpion-like.
yeah. Yeah. And you guys watch her because she freezes there for a good 15 minutes. And why? You begin to hallucinate. And as you hallucinate, you think about the Red Alchemist, the experiments done to you, how sometimes the voices in your head aren't your voices, but they might be from something else, something outside of you, maybe the elements themselves. And it starts, there's weird flashes of different faces. And these are all people that feel familiar, but you don't really know who they are until you see a certain elven woman who controls the air, if you will, flashes in your mind and you recognize her. And then you see her porcupine cat. And the porcupine cat walks up towards you and sits down in front of you and tilts its head and finally speaks to you. And it says, well, it's not so much what it says. You are hallucinating, and so it's more pictures and images and feelings. But it asks you why you are looking for this information. And you think back at it about a friend who is possessed, who is down, who you need his help from. And you get the sense that it tells you if you can give this downed friend a will that is stronger than the one possessing it, you will be more likely and able to keep the possessor out of his brain. And you think about who Myles is, what Myles believes in, who Myles follows, and you remember that he is a very big fan of the Wanderer. And if you could get the Wanderer, either for Myles to do it himself or for the Wanderer to intervene, the Wanderer could help give Myles the will and determination to overcome the possession. And then you have a very nice discussion with the cat for a while. And I am so sorry for everyone who is watching our stream. As you can tell, we lost Paul and Rachel, our Vave and Myles of the group. And as a result, the screens have gone catawampus. I apologize sincerely.
That dang Wi-Fi. Can never trust it.
So, instead of me scrambling here to figure this out, we can kind of keep going. I am so sorry that this has happened. Yeah. Yay for internet.
If you're not having technological issues, then would it really be a wireless webcam meeting? I mean, come on.
I mean, that is very, very true.
That being said, at least we can still see her face.
Yes. Here we go.
Well, we'll see.
Hey,
Well,
look,
we got
we're
him fixed.
back.
Hey, sorry guys, you're good.
Yay!
All right. So now the names are wrong, but we're just gonna keep going. All right. Here we go. So,
Sorry everyone.
They look good.
Myles, I don't know if you were able to hear, but in wise, meditative, and hallucinogenic state, if there is an outside force similar to the Wanderer, or if you within yourself can summon a will and determination, such as the Wanderer possesses, you'll be able to protect yourself from the Scorpion General. You are going to wake up in about 10 minutes. Darul, Vaven, Y, is there anything else you are going to do before Myles wakes up? Tripp is still working on the golems outside.
Could I somehow talk to the Wanderer because I have a background with him?
You can meditate. And you
Would
have
that help him?
You have seen him. Yes, you actually have something from him that you could use to attempt to meditate and possibly talk with the Wanderer.
I have something.
Did you roll a token? You want a reminder?
did.
'Cause I don't think she knows.
Perhaps it was a letter that you had passed on.
Oh. So for the one for him?
Yes, that was given to you from the Wanderer.
Oh, right. And I have it because I have all your stuff.
Presently.
So, yep. Okay. Pull that out.
Okay. And you take a moment to meditate. Roll a d20. Actually, yeah, roll a d20 for me.
19.
All right. You sit there with this letter in your hands, kind of meditating on the Wanderer. And as you are sitting there, you actually see that on the back, very lightly inscribed. Do you know how when you are writing on two pieces of paper and the paper below takes on the indentations of your pencil? it's kind of like that. But this letter has gotten dirty and grimy, so now, like, words are starting to show up. And they are written in runes that you are familiar with. A form of communication that you had developed as the warlord. And they, as you kind of sit there looking at it in the light, you see something that says, trust your friends. Don't listen to the voices. And try not to worry so much. Give Sparky my love. And you get this sense that if you can get Myles to listen and think on the Wanderer, you will be able to trust him to overcome that possession himself.
Okay.
All right, Myles is waking up.
Wah, wah.
Little
All right,
cat
I'm
eyes
gonna-
open.
I'm gonna tell him to try to meditate on the Wanderer.
Are you gonna say this kindly, or like you're persuading him?
Yes, yeah. Sounds awkward, and it'll be great. Here we go.
Just got punched in the face by you, and now I'm getting some kind words. It's fair, though. I'm just going to listen to it. I don't even care. I mean, at this point, I'm going to be like, I'm going to have my wits about me, but, my stabby is not me, so.
So
I'm going to go ahead and meditate.
yeah, so Vave, charisma and level. And I'm gonna tell you to use Warlord here.
Okay. So 24.
Okay. Myles, I need you to roll a d20. And you're gonna add 4 to it.
Okay. That puts me at 17.
You are able to shake off the possession. And you meditate on the Wanderer and what he has done and what he has said to you. And you can feel almost like these walls are getting built up in your mind in that empty space that you recall. So now that you are enclosed. And you are fairly certain you have shaken free of the Scorpion General's possession.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and just relay that to them and be like, hey, so I'm not being controlled anymore. And I know that's what a controlled person would be saying, but the Wanderer has built up a sanctuary in my mind. And, yep, that's all I got.
Vave, you
So,
hear this voice reminding you, trust your friends.
I'm gonna still keep an eye on him just in case.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, no, I did stab you to death, so,
Hoping you in.
Myles, take recovery so you're at least back to staggered.
Yeah, I planned on it.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
And you are all there. It's another 3 hours for Tripp to finish rewiring all of the golems. But you wait for her to do so, I'm assuming. And then you have yourselves and Orion and some golem guards. And you know how to descend into the lower level. What are you doing?
Okay. First things first. How much does Myles know about this place? Like, is there anything that we can use in this prison to, like, give us an edge or something?
The space where the Scorpion General is being held is a wide open blank space. It feels like another magical set apart room or space. You didn't feel any boundaries to it. If that makes sense.
On that note, I'm basically just going to mention that since I'm assuming people have brought me up to speed or I've looked around a little bit, I know that Tripp is already hardwiring the golems, and so I'm going to say I think that will be enough in this situation. The jail will do the rest. Or the prison will do the rest.
Okay.
The killer?
At least keep her in here.
With the golems gone, or with us, if she somehow escapes, is she going to be able to go through where the golems were?
Possibly.
We should do
May
something.
I got something. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Wanderer. I have a 6. I was about to reach for a token, just to show you how much I miss the tokens.
I miss them too.
Yeah. But I'm gonna use my 6 for the Wanderer and apply that to the book. And having meditated on the Wanderer, he has not only fortified my mind, but he has reminded me of things in the book and throughout this dungeon that would indicate that things can go in to the dungeon, but not out if controlled by the Scorpion general, which would include her or people following her.
True. So you know that even if she were to survive, she cannot escape using her cultists. What if she were to escape, or any part of her were to escape, it would be a weakened spirit entity, if that makes sense. She cannot physically leave, and neither can any of her followers physically leave if she is possessing them. If that makes sense.
Sure.
Yes, Darul.
That's reassuring. And I would throw out the idea that if we go down there with 4 golems and stand at the doorway when she gets out, or just beyond the doorway, something like that, and let all of the countermeasures, whatever, get tripped, then she would have all that to deal with, and the golems and us.
Yeah.
So if we really want to mount the highest offensive against her, smash her with the most hammers, as it were, then why don't we just go down there and stand right there? Then we don't have to worry about her getting past things.
Cool. I think we're ready to go and fight. Shall we go down, Shawnee? Or why? It sounds like you know how to get us down there.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Cool. Let's do this.
Let's go.
Are you worried about it? Are you serious?
No, it's like
the rest of us have a plan. Now that the rest of us feel better about this, now you're scared.
If I die,
it's like, you know, when you see a roller coaster and you get so excited to go on it, but then like you get in line and you're like, oh shoot, like this is gonna be bad. Okay, let's go. No,
To haunt you. If you live and we die, you're gonna be haunted.
you know, I'm specifically haunting you. Why?
Okay, I'll go first.
I'm
No.
going to just put out right now, everyone needs to be at least above half of your hit points.
Pretty sure I got all mine,
full
so.
health.
Great. Second of all, I want to reiterate, fleeing is a mechanic you can use. And even if there is just one person still alive, as long as the party agrees, you can flee.
And I wanted to go chase down the freaking army, but no.
I don't know why you're saying all that, Becca. It seems like irrelevant information.
I agree. I think it is irrelevant. I don't think you will need any of it. I'm just covering my own butt so you guys aren't mad at me later.
That's fair.
Thanks.
Wow.
You know, it's the game.
Becca, are you able to send me the link to the wizard spells I'm allowed to take? I think you sent me like a online or something.
Yes, I can send to you again the link to the 13th Age rulebook.
Did you just?
So let me do that really fast. Age. Here you go. You want the wizard stuff?
Yeah, I just need the wizard stuff.
Here's the wizard stuff. All right. Are you okay if I send it to you through Discord? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that would be.
Okay.
Do you all hear my snort?
No, I didn't.
No, I wish.
All right. Darul.
As out of character, Becca, I appreciate, since we're trying to, part of the idea for the stream is tell people about how to play the game and some of the different things. See, that's what it was. It wasn't like you were warning us about our impending deaths or anything. But that being said, along the lines with resting and everything, we should all think about trying to recharge powers. For those of us that are users, trying to, reload weapons. Like, hey, Darul would give Myles all of his weapons back since, I kind of stripped him and tied him up.
Right.
If
you've used a daily power that has not recharged yet, because we have not reached our daily quota, if that makes sense. But I just want to reassure everyone that when it comes to monsters and other things, it is possible to fight outside of your level. However, I love you all. All right, so you just said yes, Darul?
I think I should ask too. Along those lines. Wait, was it last session or was it? No, we didn't really. I was trying to remember if I used rage last session, but I wrote down that I did 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Would that still be in the same day?
It is still in the same day. Is rage a daily use?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah,
If
but
you
I
use
can.
it before the escalation dice hits 2. Is that what it is?
No, it says once per day, use a quick action to do it, but after a battle, I have to do a recharge roll.
Okay, do your recharge roll.
Okay, it says...
Also, if we've all been sitting here for 4 hours, does that count as anything?
It does not. I am sorry. 13th Age is different from D&D in that it's not so much the long or short rests, an hour or 8-hour rest. It's through through an amount of battles. Every 4 battles is a day, not every 24 hours of the adventure.
What about scenes?
Scenes are going to be every session and or multiple scenes in a session. So
okay.
This first time where you are figuring out Myles and what to do with him is a scene. You guys are advancing into a battle against the Scorpion General. It is a new scene because you have a new problem to overcome.
Okay, so then I'm good then. I have all my spells.
Okay.
And I did successfully roll to recharge. I had to get a 16, and I just got a 17.
Good.
That's it. Sorry.
Great. No, that's awesome.
I would also like to add that we still have 15 unused points that we might be able to use against the general.
True.
Just as a blanket statement.
Gang as far as the Rivner goes, I've got an icon relationship that's a 6, and I feel like the Rivner is better about tearing things apart. Would
Yes.
anybody have good ideas for something that I could? When I've got a 6 with the guild and a 6 with the Rivner, and I don't want to let them go to waste before we jump into this.
Oh, yeah. Could I have the guild possibly, can I like request an item that's going to help me be able to find that army? Put in a requisitions request with the guild?
Yes. Okay, yes.
I'm just kind of giving you ahead of time just so you can think about it.
Okay, let me write that one down. And then Darul from the Rivener, what were you looking for again to exactly help you?
I was just gonna ask the group to see if they had suggestions, but since she mentioned trying to put in a requisitions request, since last session I utilized mine with the guild and Erasmus was there and happened to have something helpful, I would want to, if she can do that, I would want to use both of our tokens to basically say, Erasmus, we need the guild, we need reinforcements, we need intel, we need anything we can do to put 2 tokens towards that for the future.
Oh, well, yes. Of course, the guild is always happy to help. Now, you are looking to use a sandworm against the army?
Yeah, I mean,
So,
yeah.
just if you could, at some point in time, potentially find a sandworm egg for the guild, just consider it done.
We'll bring you some.
All right. Kind of pats you all on the back and goes, "Good luck. You're gonna need it." He will find 2 healing potions, adventurer tier. I know Myles still has quite a few, but he will have those 2 and hand them to Darul and Tripp, our guild friends this week.
Oh, yeah. I do have 2 healing potions.
Okay.
Yeah, does anyone want to hold one? Someone who is likely to die?
Buddy, maybe you should give one to Vave, considering the way that you kind of stabbed her in the neck back. Something.
Good point. I'm sorry for stabbing you. Here's a healing potion. If you want to add that to your items. I'll hold on to the other one since I die.
Sorry, do I have any of that brown stuff left?
Yeah, you do.
Last session I filled my ring with poison, right?
With the paralyzing, yes.
Cool.
Wait.
Cool.
Bless you, Lee.
All right. I think we're ready to go.
All right. So, why? Oh. Yes, Myles?
I'm gonna go ahead. I have some fighting runes.
Yes.
I would like to use one of those. It's a +1 to hit and damage,
Yes.
and a D100 for an extra effect.
Yes.
Roll
your D100.
Yep.
Runes.
Nope, I got a 7.
Wait, is it 0, 10?
Except for this one.
Oh, I see. No, wouldn't that be
It's a 0.
All right. You got a 7, and you are applying it to weapons?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to my bow. My cross, or I think it's a short bow, actually. Yeah, my short bow.
Okay. A 7, you get a +4 to opportunity attacks.
Cool.
So if she attempts to disengage from you or casts magic when you are in close combat, those are opportunity attacks. Anyone else want to do anything before you head in? Okay. All right. Okay. Why? And
Wait.
Oh my god.
Wait. Okay. Could you explain what the Spell Queen is again, just for?
She is the ruler of the Elven Empire. She is possibly immortal. She's been around a really long time. She is very magical and has worked together with various other icons to develop prisons, to develop artifacts, to develop magical
Prisons?
things.
Like this one?
Just like this one.
All right, hold up. Okay, so I would like to use my icon relation, please. I would like to pray to the sweet Spell Queen, which I think we have kind of an iffy relationship, but I would like to pray to her in good faith and in love and you know, all that. And I would like to just pray for any sort of help that she is able to give in this situation. And my thought as to why she would help me is because she probably had a hand in creating this prison for this lady. So the last thing she would want is for this lady to get out, you know. So I could be like acting as her servant to deliver this general scorpion lady to her final resting place, I guess.
Okay. Cool. Sounds good. All right. One more time. Y and Tripp. You press the right buttons, flip the right levers, not the wrong ones, and you open a door in this room that was not there before. And you see a series of steps going down in a wide circular staircase. What's your marching order?
I guess I gotta be first. This was my idea. I should go out first if I'm leading the troops.
Okay.
Oh, I guess Orion would be first, though. You know, if you think about it, this is hit. We're here for him
Sure, he can be first.
Okay.
in the
Throw
front,
the
leading the.
NPC under the bus. Okay.
Tiny little NPC on top of that. I'll go second. Well, I mean,
Unless
behind Y? No, I'll go right up front with Orion.
Okay.
I'll go just before Tripp.
And I'm directly behind Myles at all times.
Cool. So I'm third to last.
Yeah, you're right in the middle.
Yep.
Hey, just a reminder. When Orion said something about his necklace, was that something that could kill the Scorpion General? We learned something about that.
Yeah, if we get her to swallow his necklace, she loses all of her power.
Neat. Thank you. Okay, sorry. Proceed.
Okay, you said that last time. That's not from me.
Sure I did. That doesn't sound wrong at all. All right.
What?
Cool. No, it's fine.
Wait, is it right or wrong?
You guys think it's right, so that's what matters.
Cool.
What? If you told us that information?
If
What?
I told
Is it
you that
Orion?
information, then it's correct.
All
Moving on.
right, we're marching.
We're going in.
All right. You descend this staircase, and after 2 laps around, you realize that there is no more wall next to you. You are descending into open air. And you continue to go down. And eventually, since you were the first person to actually step off of the staircase, you do step onto a solid stone floor. And as you look around you, you don't see walls. You just see this wide open space. Do you continue into the space? Orion's necklace points him in a direction.
Let's follow Orion wherever he needs me to go.
All right. You all step off. And Tripp, what exactly did you rewire the golems to do?
So I specifically rewired the golems to protect me. Just me. Yes, I said that. I know what I said. And to be and to annihilate the general defensively.
All right. You continue on, and you walk following Orion's necklace into this weird... It feels like it should be dark because there are no lights or torches, but you can all see everything that is happening. You continue on, and I would like you guys all to just roll perception for me.
Is this plus anything or just it's
Wisdom plus level, plus something that would help you notice things. A background that would help you notice things.
I got 15.
Okay.
30?
30. Nice.
26.
30,
Rolled a
26.
measly 10.
10?
Yeah, I rolled really low. Wow.
Okay.
I got a 25.
25. All right. Well, if my friends who rolled above a 20, you see a woman sitting on the floor several paces in front of you. That would mean Myles and Darul do not. You do not see where she is. She seems to have her back to everyone.
Does she notice us?
I bet she's been meditating on it.
She could be meditating on it. Since you rolled above a 25, I mean, you guys rolled really well. Yes, you think she knows you are there.
Okay, I want to like whisper behind me, and I want to say to everybody so that people would know that I could see her, the people who can't. I want to say like it's kind of rude that she's not even like looking at us, you know?
Oh. And I can't see her then? Me nor Darul?
You did not notice it. If you take that time then and ask White to point her out to you, or to ask him to point her out, you would be able to notice her. She's not hiding. It's just one of these weird tricks with this giant space.
Gotcha.
That she wasn't what you noticed.
So how far away is she?
You are approaching the edge of far away to nearby. Because once again, in 13th Age, it's not by feet or distance, it's engaged, so close quarters, nearby, or far away. You are about to cross that line from far away to nearby.
Cool. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's get in there.
All right. You guys step forward. And Myles, you clearly see her as she stands up and turns around and faces you all. She does not appear to have any weapons in her hands. She just looks at you all and she says, "Thank you. It's been a long time that I've been stuck here, but I appreciate you all finally coming and freeing me."
No, I'm terrified.
What do you do?
I want
On that
say-
note, I'm just gonna loose a bolt or loose an arrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait. Can I just say before he does that? Can I just say to her, in all fairness, I should let you know that I do have a magical starfish. Okay,
Thank you
Let's
for
fight
the
her.
gift. Myles, roll an attack. Everybody, roll initiative.
woo! It's go time, baby. Yes. I got 23.
I got a 15.
I got 20.
Oh, 15 was for the attack. I have not rolled initiative yet.
Oh, she kind of just, she doesn't even sidestep. The way that she like shrugs as she crosses her arms causes the arrow to like go just right past her.
Cool. That's good.
Wait, is your defense against her PD? Your arrow?
No,
Yeah.
it's AC.
Or it's AC, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. So we know her
Tripp,
AC is over 15 then.
You're
I have
9.
a 9 initiative.
You have a 9 initiative?
Correct.
Okay. Tripp.
Yeah.
Your initiative?
I think with using calm anticipation, it comes out to around a 9.
Right. I
think it
thinking
was.
that. And will you
Should I
roll
roll
for Darul, or I'm going to use his perception?
I will roll for him. Lauren. Initiative. He got a 15. I rolled low.
Okay. 15.
We all good.
Cool. 15. All right. Awesome. So, at the top of the round, Y, you are moving. What do you want to do? It goes Y and then Vave and the golems.
Yeah, I want to cast that wizard spell.
Okay. Will you explain to everyone what it does?
Right. So basically, so it's called a teleport shield. What that means is if I am able to hit her, then every time throughout the rest of the fight, every time it's my turn, I'm able to teleport her somewhere within my seeing distance, so I can kind of just jump her around whenever I am like ready to go. And it's a free action, so it doesn't cost me anything. So
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
So you see Y wave her stick and where is it? All right. So it is an attack. All right. And she kind of mutters something under her breath, but you don't really see anything happen. Vave, it is your turn. Then the golems.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna run up to her and just try to hit her with my gauntlet.
Okay.
I didn't hit her.
Okay.
She got a 10.
A 10.
Okay.
4 plus 6.
Wait, what is 6?
Level and dex.
That's...
You got it. That's
All right. No, you come up and swing. And again, she doesn't seem to do much in order to dodge your swing, but it misses her all the same. The golems, they have been told to protect you, Tripp, and to annihilate her. I need you to roll a d4 for me.
You're muted, just so you know.
I didn't. Okay. A 2?
Two of the golems stay next to you, and 2 of them run forward.
Okay.
And one of them hits her. Like, she kind of dodges out of the way of one of the golems, and the other one strikes her, like, in the shoulder, and she kind of stumbles back a little. After the golems, it is Darul's turn.
How do you want to do that?
As of right now, he is probably going to pause and kind of wait to see what she does. He doesn't know yet any of her attacks, and so he's wary and he's militarily minded.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so it is her turn now, and she kind of looks up and waves somewhat vaguely in the other area, and she goes, "No, I'm not the Scorpion General. She is," and kind of casts her hands, and you see her materialize and form. Suddenly there are 2 of them right now. There is an illusion on the battlefield, and the 2 of them kind of split and start running. Tripp, let's see, we have 4 golems. We have Vape, Myles, Darul, and Tripp. All right, let's see which one of you now looks like her.
What?
Yeah.
6.
It's totally going to be Tripp, isn't it?
Myles, you look like the Scorpion General.
Awesome. Makes sense.
It's the way the dice roll. Oh my god.
Wait, question.
Yes.
I know my mind is safe,
Yes.
but could I potentially be safe from this because of what the Wanderer has done?
No, she's cast an illusion, and so it's not you anymore that has to break through it. If it was somebody else, you would be able to see through it, but it's on you.
Cool.
So you know it's not you that's the, Scorpion Channel. You know that's her over there. But,
Cool.
Yay.
Hey.
Cool.
All right, after the general, it is Myles, and then it is Tripp's turn. And that is the order of the rounds.
So I assume I still have my bow and things like that, right?
Yes. Yes, you do.
Cool. I am well, to start, I'm gonna go ahead and try and shoot the real Scorpion General.
Yes. Okay.
Just as a start. Does a I forgot what I was doing.
You're shooting. You get a 10.
Does an 18 hit?
Her AC? No, it does not.
Okay. How far away am I from hitting her AC?
We don't
I'll
know
let you know
until-
what you hit it.
You're
Uh,
telling me an 18 doesn't hit her AC? Or yeah, what? She's in prison. She doesn't have any armor. She has armor?
She doesn't
Okay.
necessarily have armor, but she might move really, really fast.
Yeah. Cool. And as a quick action, since I know Vave is right behind me, I'm going to tell her to trust her friend and attack the other one.
Vave, you hear... Actually, roll a d4 for me.
Me?
Yes.
Good job.
2?
You hear the Scorpion General snarl at you
Dang it.
and say essentially what Myles just said, but in a way that seems much more threatening and mocking, as if she's going, "Yeah, trust your friends. That's the one you want to hit." I mean, obviously not Valley Girl wise, but I need to get like the sarcasm voice across, and I didn't think I could in her voice. So yeah, you're not entirely sure which one's which. Tripp.
Do I roll anything to escape that? Like, is that like an ongoing type thing that I just roll for, or is that...
No. It's not
Okay.
you.
You just are her. No.
You just, there is an illusion, which means your friends have a 50-50 chance of hitting the correct person.
We don't.
I am going to Boon of Destiny, and since I started with Focus, I'm going to cast it on 2 people.
Okay.
I'm going to hit Vave and Darul with Boon of Destiny.
Vave and Darul, you have the Boon of Destiny. All right.
You're on mute.
What does that do for us?
You get to roll 2 d20s and take the higher one when you go to attack or
Perfect.
whatever. Roll to do whatever.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Okay. If that is all Tripp is going to do, it is the next round. The escalation dice is at 1. You get a +1 to all of your attacks. Why? Vave, then the golems.
Okay, first thing I want to do is I want to wait. Okay, so my teleportation spell would have, or that would have just affected her, right? Because I casted it on her being. So illusions have no place in that.
Correct.
Okay, I want to yell to everybody that I'm able to teleport only her. So if she reappears somewhere, like when I tell, like that's her. That's how we know it's her.
Okay.
And I'll say right where I'm gonna teleport her because I can teleport her wherever I want.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
Awesome.
Assuming that I can, because you have this look about you that makes me feel less confident. Anyways, so lots of things going on here. First thing, I did my defense. I'm doing a defensive spell.
Okay.
My defensive warp is that I get, or I'm sorry, my defensive warp is that when I well, it's kind of like irrelevant, I think, because it's just until the end of the next battle. But if I need to take a heal up, I get to add my intelligence modifier or something like that.
Okay.
Second thing is that I get 7 temporary hit points for my defensive spell.
Awesome.
And then the last thing is my high weirdness, which I haven't rolled yet. And I'm also going to teleport her. Who's next in the
Vave.
lineup?
Vave is.
Okay, I want to teleport her into a location where Vave is able to see her, but they're not in, like, combat.
Okay. So you'd actually teleport her away from Vave, which is fine. Make your high weirdness roll and then make your attack roll in order to do that spell.
Right. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay, I gain an additional quick action during each of my turns while this weirdness is in effect. 6, so then I can just teleport her again, maybe. I don't know. That's funny. Okay, then the attack. It's an attack plus intelligence and modifier?
It's intelligence plus level.
So I got a 22 against her PD.
All right, that is successful. You are able to teleport her, and you tell Vave where she is.
Yes.
So
that
what
makes it active throughout the rest of the battle, though, right?
she just did her.
Say that again, Way.
That makes it active throughout the rest of the battle, though, right?
You have to make that attack each time that you want to move her.
Okay.
So, yeah. All right, Vave, I need you to roll a d4 for me.
Three.
All right, you are positive that you know which one Y moved, and it's the correct one to hit. So what are you going to do?
You have some pretty good spells.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Where's my...
After Vave, it is the golems, and then it is Darul's turn.
I'll try doing Death's Gauntlet.
Okay.
I like it. Oh, God. Holy Jesus.
Add 1 to your
How
attack.
about what did I get? A 6 or 4? What do I go for? A 10.
That's not going to be...
She
Solid 10.
hold on. She did not roll 2d20.
Oh, right.
Oh, yes.
Good
You
call.
have your boon. Good catch.
Oh, it's a 5 this time.
11.
Rachel, I think I'm going to buy you some dice.
No.
I've tried so hard to get her to use any other
until
dice.
this point today, they've been really good. Okay, I haven't rolled lower than like a 15 this whole time, except for right now.
It's just battles. It's fine. All right. Your Death's Gauntlet sadly misses.
Cool.
Golems are up. Lee, roll a d4 for me.
Your dice are cursed. I'm not using those.
They're cursed for me.
I'm not using them.
For me.
3.
I'm not.
3 of them stay at your side. Oh, so one of them returns from where he's attacking the general. And the golem lashes out.
Awesome.
Myles, it turns towards you and
Yep, that makes sense.
swings with its fist and just misses with a 1.
That's so nice. Wait, does it?
Everyone
hit
else watches the golem turn towards one of these scorpion generals and swings with its fist and clearly misses.
Cool.
All right, Darul, it is your turn. After the general, it is Myles and Tripp.
Okay, so my apologies, having to step away for a second. Do I need to roll a d4 to know where
You will.
Scorpion General?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. I rolled a 2.
You are quite certain you know exactly where she is.
That's
It's the one Y moved.
okay. Great. Then yes, the best thing then. How far away is the Scorpion General from me?
She's nearby.
Nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody with her?
Vave went up to try to hit her, but missed. So I guess, yes, there is someone who is engaged with her.
Okay, I'm not going to shoot my crossbow then. I will attack with my hammers. Oh, that works. Okay.
This one's hard. Oh,
You're correct. Yes, 26. Does a 26 hit?
Yes, it does. Her AC is 20.
Ah, good to know. Okay. Okay. $17 damage.
Very nice. All right. She turns to you, Darul, and kind of waves her hands again. And does a 19 hit your MD?
Yes.
You are going to take 10 psychic damage and 10 ongoing psychic damage.
So 10 each round, correct?
Yes, until you make your save for
Makes
that.
it.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. You just see these weird bedazzling lights that seem to like come at you like they're trying to sting you like a tail. And you take some mental damage from that. It is Myles' turn, and then Tripp's turn, and then we're up to the next round.
Cool. Is that golem engaged with me then?
No. You do not have to
Okay.
fight the golem. I mean, you can if you would like to. But, like, if you move away from it, it's not going to try to attack you.
Cool. I'm going to run up to the... This is a terrible idea. I'm going to run up to the Scorpion General and try and hit her with my dagger.
Okay.
Huzzah! 21.
Okay, that will hit.
And I'm gonna be using my sneak attack since there's someone engaged.
Is that an opportunity attack?
This is not an opportunity attack, correct?
No.
Cool. I'm missing some. Oh, I'm not. Okay. 7, 11, 12, nice. That'll be 18 damage. And could I use my ring and poison her as a quick action, or would that have to be a full action?
Roll a d20 for me.
Oh, God.
And add your attack bonus.
Okay. How about a... What is my attack bonus? Where is it? 7. 24?
Did you add...
You connect.
Cool.
Did you have that Desolation die +1?
I did not, but it sounds like it connected. Okay, so my understanding is it was...
A paralytic.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the Beetlejuice stuff.
Yeah. I'm tracking.
Cool.
Okay.
I don't know what all that's going to do, but I'm hoping it hurts her, or at least paralyzes her.
All right, Tripp, it's your turn.
I am going to... So he's going to be taking 10 psychic damage unless he makes a save.
Yes.
How confident are you about that save?
You gave me Boon of Destiny, so that's at least one good thing.
It goes away.
Oh, it's only one turn?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, okay. Then less confident.
I mean, I can give it back, or I can give you an additional +5 every single time.
Let me try it first.
Okay, I guess that's true. Then, and my turn will simply be to gain focus.
Okay.
So I gain focus, but do nothing.
All right. It is now the top of the round. It is a +2 to your attacks. Why? You see Orion dart in and stab at the Scorpion General. He seems successful, and you see a small line appear on her cheek. It is your turn,
That's
Y.
my man.
After Y, it's Vave, and then the golems.
Okay, quick question.
Yes.
So I have graceful, so I'm able to take a second standard action because the dice is at +2
Mm-hmm.
or
If
2 plus
you
whatever.
roll below it, yes.
If I roll what?
You gotta roll a d6, and if your number is less than or equal to the escalation dice, yes, you can take a second standard action.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
There you go.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. First question then. That is awesome. Wow, that just made my night. Okay. Question. If I use an icon relation token, does that count as a standard action?
What are you using it for?
Say I just wanted to throw up a little like, please help us defeat this crazy scorpion lady to the red alchemist lady. And I would probably throw in something like her illusion stuff kind of blows.
Okay.
If you could cut that out, that'd be pretty cool.
Okay.
Does that count as an action?
Yes. Imploring the
Okay.
active assistance of an icon will count as an action.
Okay. Then I'm going to use one of my things for that. And then the other thing, I drew another defensive token. So, Darul, are you the one who has the lowest hit points right now? Like, you're taking ongoing damage, right?
I mean, I'm at 40 out of 50. Next round, I'll be at 30 guaranteed. Well, maybe. Double try, but I'm also kind of hardy as a barbarian, so.
How is everybody else doing?
Thumbs up.
I'm fine. I'm full health.
Okay. Well, so I had to draw another high weirdness. I don't know if anybody can do arcane spells, but if anybody can anybody do an arcane spell? No? Okay, irrelevant.
If anybody here is arcane.
Yeah. Then the next thing is my like actual defensive spell is I'm able to gift somebody 7 hit points, temporary hit points. So I'll just give that to. Actually, you know what? Let's give it to Orion because he is fragile.
I was gonna say I'm getting beat up, but that's fine.
Oh, are you? I asked if you were okay.
No, not in a bad way. But if you're gonna give out temporary hit points, oh yeah, don't give it to me anyways. You might accidentally give it to the wrong person. Never mind. Scratch that. Orion's great.
Oh, I guess I should teleport this lady again. I'm gonna teleport her like away from all the other illusions that are going on. I'm just gonna teleport her to like a spot where people would know that it's a different one of her.
Okay.
Is that bad? Does that affect you guys in a bad way? Like some of you guys were engaged with her. Is that something you don't want me to?
I have a +4 to opportunity of attacks. So if my understanding, Becca, is if she's doing a spell, I would get an opportunity of attack.
Yes, if she does a close quarters spell.
Yeah.
If I move her right in front of him, would that be an opportunity of attack?
No, teleportation is not a movement, so it does not trigger an attack of opportunity.
Frick. Teleporting someone is not moving them.
Right? It's that funny thing of like, because the idea is that like when you are trying to disengage and like get away from somebody, you have to eventually turn your back on them. Right? Mm-hmm. And so then that's that opportunity of attack where, okay, as this person moves, whether or not it's because they're taking a step back or they're actually turning around, I get to attack. With teleportation, they just disappear. There's none of that. Their focus is no longer on me. I can attack them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Also, I guess it wouldn't be very opportune as well if she just showed up right in front of someone. So
Right. Vave.
So, okay. I know this might be just like a stupid loophole, but could Y like teleport her just like in the same spot but like turned around?
She could.
Would that qualify as an attack of opportunity? I'm sorry to make this difficult, but also
It's okay.
come on, summon your good DM skills. Root for us. Give us this one win.
That's not good DMing. Good DMing is watching the snooker, right? I mean,
So with Y already teleporting her around, her illusion went from a 50% chance to hitting Myles, like when you guys attack her, a 50% chance to hit Myles versus her, to less than, to a 25%. Therefore, yeah, I feel like I'm already giving you quite the advantage with your teleportation.
Yeah, that seems fair.
So,
Okay. Not that you have to be fair, but thank you for being fair. Okay, so then I forget what my last thing was. I guess that's everything, right?
okay.
Hit points. Oh, who's getting my hit points? Should I? Is it cool if I give them to Orion, or does somebody want some temporary hit points?
You said give it to Orion, and I was on board.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna give it to that little guy.
All right, Vave, the golems, and then the rule. Vave, what are you up to?
Where is the general at this point? Is she still engaged with me?
Well, Y needs to make an attack if she actually wants to move her.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Nope, she definitely did not teleport this time.
She's still at the same spot.
Also, do we know her PD?
Yeah.
Have you
less?
Yes.
Sorry, it's less than 22.
18.
18. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to. I'm just gonna try to hit her with my gauntlet again.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I completely missed once again. Here we are.
Okay. Now remember, you guys do need to be doing level damage when you miss.
What is that?
Every time you miss, you do
if you miss
your level worth of damage. So 3. So, Vave, how do you give her 3 points of damage with your gauntlet?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to kind of punch like downward into the ground because I was going to like try to kneecap her. Okay. But I just hit the ground instead, and since it's an elemental gauntlet, it kind of engulfs her foot, so she's a little bit stuck.
Awesome. Tripp, roll for how many golems protect you? Roll a d4 for me. All right, all 4 golems move to protect Tripp. The rule, it is your turn.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Okay, I am going to rage against the dying of the no. I'm going to rage since I was able to recover that, and that makes things a lot better. And choose to attack her with the hammer that says Mom, which gives me a slight bonus to damage.
It does.
Escalation at 2, correct?
Correct.
Yay! So nice when we have like the little thing there.
Right.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
22 hits, correct?
Against her armor class, yes.
Yes. Fabulous.
Did it?
13, 20, 21, 25 points of damage.
Very nice.
Yay! I got an 8 and a 7. 1 5. Rawr.
An 8 and a 7 gets you to 25? Wow, that's impressive.
Well, I rolled it's 3d8s for my damage. I rolled 8, 7, 5. And then I had
And then plus
damage.
plus your extra. I
plus
was just like,
four,
wow, that's,
plus, yeah, exactly.
that's a lot of damage, guys. You guys are awesome. All right, it is her turn, and she finally, you see her lash out with possibly just her hands. There might be blades in her hands. It's hard to see, but she lashes out 2 times at the darting form of Orion, snarling at him, telling him, "Your queen has no power here, and why it is good you gave him those temporary hit points, but he still falls to the ground." At which point she turns and lashes out at Vave, but Vave, a 12 does not hit your armor class, correct?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
Alright, so she stabs Orion, or she slashes at Orion twice, and he falls to the ground. She uses her third attack against Vave, but misses. Deborah, did you have a question?
I withdraw my hand raise.
Okay. Alright. It is Myles' turn, and then Tripp's turn.
As I roll, I'm gonna be doing my dagger again. But did my ring do anything noticeable?
She rolled really high on her save. I'm sorry.
Cool. That's totally fine. Also, I'm gonna do miss damage. So because she was sort of flailing around, I was trying to get one of her arms, knowing that she's a magic person.
Okay.
And so I just nick her arm rather than a full-on cut.
Okay. Alright, Tripp. And then we're back to the top of the round with Y.
All right. Tripp, noticing that her friends are struggling, is going to cast Inevitable Pain. She's also going to spend her focus. So this will last until the end of battle. I'll read the thing out. Whenever allies hit the target's going to take extra damage equal to my charisma modifier. So that'll be a +6 every hit. And I'm also
Now, it's just your
spending
charisma
focus.
modifier. It's not your charisma plus level.
So it's then 4.
4. Okay.
'Cause I have an extra bonus to my charisma modifier.
Awesome.
Your charisma 17 and it says +6.
Yes, because
Well,
that is
I
with the
think
level.
4. So it's 4.
Got it. My bad.
Anyway, so it's +4, and then the focus, since I'm spending focus as an additional effect, if an attack against the target is an even roll, even if it would have ordinarily been unsuccessful, the attack is going to still be a hit.
Alright, so
As long as-
evens are a success.
Say that
Well-
again.
So if you roll and you rolled a 2 to hit the general, it's still going to be a hit because it's an even number.
Okay.
And also a save does end this.
Okay.
I don't know what it just says. Save ends.
Save ends means she has to roll an 11 or higher.
Okay.
Yep, awesome. Okay. Alrighty. It is back to the top of the round. Why? It is your turn. Before you go, would you like me to roll Orion's death save, or would you like to roll it?
Yikes.
You're muted.
I know. Okay, it's embarrassing. If you could do it, I don't want to be responsible for him dying. Also, I have to look for all these.
I'll be responsible.
Didn't make it.
Orion rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
Yes!
So he
That's
stands up with a
Ryan.
recovery and is able to take his turn.
That's awesome.
Thought I got rid of one of them. Apparently not. 15. Alright. He leaps into battle and he says, "Fear not, Lady of Eight. Why? We can do it!"
Aw, what a cutie.
And he's going to remind everybody, just stay calm. If everybody stays calm, we can do this. And if, does anyone, let me see. And 2 of you can use a recovery, if you would like.
We're good.
Darul, on your turn, did you take your extra 10 points of damage?
That's why I raised my hand and then withdrew, because I didn't roll to save against that. So should I?
So you take your damage at the start of your turn, and then you roll to save at the end of your turn. So you take your damage.
Can I roll? Okay, I'll take the damage, and then can I roll or for that turn,
Yes.
since we didn't
Yes.
bring it up? Okay. And it's just a straight roll?
Yes.
So 11.
11 plus, is your save.
Yay! Okay,
Yay.
great. And then,
You should take one of those recoveries.
right.
Okay.
Yes, I would love to do that.
Awesome.
Oh, wow. Sad.
Okay. Wyatt, it is your turn. After Wyatt's fave.
How you doing?
Cool. So I got a 2 for my to see if I roll below the escalation die. So I'm gonna take 2 actions if I can.
Okay?
Um,
Because we are adding +3 to the escalation die.
neat.
With that. Wood elf. Okay.
Is it once daily?
No, but you need to roll a D8 to see if you roll lower.
I got a 6.
Okay. Yeah, each time you are successful, your die size increases. So, next turn you will roll that D8 again. And then if you're
Oh.
successful, it goes to a D10. If that makes sense.
Neat. Okay, well, the first thing I would like to do, I guess I want to use my Chaos Ray.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. What? Wait, what do I do? Charisma? Wait, that's not the right dice. Okay. Frick. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got a 16, which it doesn't hit. I know.
Did you add the plus
Um,
3?
Yeah, that is. I rolled a natural 4, so that's pretty neato.
Okay.
So then
Um,
with a
This
miss,
isn't. Wait. This is an attack against her, correct?
yeah.
On a natural even roll, which would be a 4, you are automatically successful thanks to Tripp.
Woo! That's awesome. Okay, so then 4d6. Okay. D6. Right. So then 10, 15. So 16 damage then for that.
Okay. She is staggered, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes! We're gonna kill her! Yes! Okay. So
I mean, yay.
the second one I want to take, the second action I want to take, I want to do my iconic spell, War Drums.
Okay.
So the next natural odd attack roll that I
Sorry,
make, or one of my
how are you
allies,
getting a second attack?
because I get 2 standard actions.
Only
This
if
is
you
an
roll-
icon,
Only if you roll below the escalation dice.
right? And I did.
You did with your D8.
Oh no, I didn't. Oh
Sorry.
shoot, frick! Sorry guys.
Hang on to that for your
I
next
thought you
round.
meant I had to roll below the 6. I was so confused too. I was like, I don't know what you're talking
You're
about.
fine.
But all right.
You're
Okay.
fine.
Sorry, guys.
All right. It is Vave's turn. You're muted.
Is she close to me?
Yes, she is.
She
Okay. Didn't
So
move.
I'm gonna just try to hit her with my gauntlet again. Hopefully it'll work.
I'm about to get punched.
I got a nat 1.
Yeah, you are about to get punched. Can you roll damage for your gauntlet, please?
Damage for my
Yeah,
gauntlet?
because you're punching me instead.
Mhm.
Oh. Oh god, okay. Let's
Okay.
14. So 19.
Myles, you are going to take 9 points of damage.
Okay.
As she swings and hits you. All right. It is the golem's turn. Chris, will you roll a d4 for Tripp to see how many of the golems stay and protect her? Oh, there she's back.
Petting the puppy.
No worries. All right, all 4 stay to protect Tripp. It is, excuse me, Darul's turn, and then the general, then Myles and Tripp. So Darul, you are up.
Am I still engaged with the general?
Here, take the screen.
You
It
are.
hates me.
Okay. And that's really... Okay. I wanted to use Slayer against a staggered enemy, but it has to be done against an enemy I'm not engaged with, which is fine. I'm just going to again because that has been working wonderfully for me. You said escalation's at 3, correct?
Yes.
Fabulous. And I know that a 29 would hit.
Yes, it will.
Take it back.
What do you know? Uh, 16 points of damage.
16? All right.
Yes.
Now you're gonna roll one more time. What's wrong?
Wow, thanks.
Alrighty. It is her turn. Tripp and Y, I need you to make perception checks. It's wisdom plus level plus something plus a background that will help you. First, she is not able to shake that ongoing effect, Tripp. So 2s will continue, or evens will continue to hit her. she's going to turn and she is going to make an attack against Darul. Darul, does a 14 hit your AC?
No, it does not hit my AC, and I forgot about Tripp's inevitable pain, so the general would take another 4 damage on top, by the way.
Awesome. I do know a 29 will hit your AC, and so you take 25 points of damage as she stabs at you with a blade.
Okay, and with that, I'm gonna take my racial power of Zet's best shots and heal using a recovery.
Okay. It is now Myles' turn, and then Tripp.
Let's get stabby again. All right, I'm gonna try and swing at her with my dagger. How does a 20? I think that's her AC.
That is her AC.
Cool. And again, I'm going to be using my sneak attack. 13.
So you had me roll a perception. Do I need to tell you that, or
I'm going to ask on your turn what you and Y got in your perception. Myles.
Total of 26 damage.
26 damage. Very nice.
Thank you.
All right. Tripp and Y, what was your perception check?
I got a 17.
17?
That's crazy because I as well got a 17.
Okay. You notice something seems to shimmer about her, but you're not entirely sure what it is. Tripp, it is your turn.
I am going to cast Boon of Destiny. Actually, no, I'm not, because I already gave people. No, I could. Yeah, no, I'm going to cast one Boon of Destiny at. Who's after me? I'm technically.
Why?
Myles? Or why?
At Y.
Okay. All right.
Ta-da.
Why, you have a boon of destiny. It is +4 to the escalation die. Why, rolled your D8.
Where'd it go? Oh, okay. I got it. No worries. It's 4.
That's what you need. You need a 4 or less. Now, the next time you're going to roll for that, you're going to roll a D10. All right. So you have 2 actions this turn.
Sick. Okay, first action is the action that I wanted to take last time. It's going to be that icon thingy. So war drums. The next natural odd attack roll that I or anybody else makes deals an extra 23 damage.
Okay.
What?
That is terrifying, but okay.
Yeah, this lady's going down. Okay,
Yes.
now I'm sorry.
Teleport her again sometime soon.
Yes, Paul?
I have a question. Was the Scorpion General still affected by the what was it? The natural even hit with +6 damage
+4, yes.
when I was attacking,
Yes.
or +4?
Yes.
I did not include that.
Okay.
Sorry, I was looking over my notes and it was like, yeah.
Cool. All
Cool.
right. Nice.
Okay, so
Fave, you're up after Y.
So, my new high weirdness is that grit, explosive dust, or any other debris explodes into the air around me, dealing 1d4 damage per tier to each nearby creature. Is there any of that right now? Is that relevant at all?
It is. Roll a D4 for me.
3.
Everybody takes 3 points of damage.
Frick, sorry guys.
Including her. So, you know.
Sorry. Feel bad. Nothing I can do about it. Okay, my next thing is that I have a new iconic warp, which is I can gain a racial power of anybody. What kind of racial powers you guys got going on down there?
Myles has a roar. Vave has a charge. Tripp. Oh, I don't remember Tripp or. Oh, Tripp has extra attack. She has limbs, striking limbs, and the dwarven racial power is. Is that your best shot?
Yes, right. And I just used it.
Yes, and it's where when you get hit, you take a recovery, and shrug off some of the damage.
I mean, I haven't taken any damage yet. So let me do the roar thing. That sounds cool. I'm more of a distance fighter, I think. Okay. I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket for another day. But anyways, let's see. Random spell. Okay, I'm just gonna do the castigation spell. Why not? Charisma plus level. 18 plus 8. What's 18 plus 8? 26. Okay, so 26 against her MD.
That will hit.
Yes! Sucker. Okay. So. Oh, and she's staggered too.
Yes, she is.
So as a hit, except there's no damage roll, the target takes maximum damage. So 3d6, that's 18.
Okay.
So she would take 18 damage. But that was a natural even roll, so she doesn't get the extra 23 damage, unfortunately. Shoot. It'd be so cool if I just killed her just then.
So what does it look like when you kill her just then?
Oh, yay! What?
She's dead!
That's my idea. Wait, this is what I want to do. I want to majestically. Wait, is Orion just on the ground?
He's
Dead?
He's fluttering. He came up.
He's
rolled
fluttering.
A natural 20 on his death save.
Okay, so I want it to be all in his name. So I'm gonna kill her, but I'm gonna lift Orion up like the mighty warrior that he is. And it's gonna be all for him, and there's gonna be fireworks, and it's gonna be shining. Also, but I guess it has to do with my actual what I did. I don't know what a castigation spell would look like.
Castigation is let me just double check this before I say it onto the internet, you know. Yeah, so to castigate means to reprimand someone severely. So a castigation is a reprimanding of them. So it might be something you say. So it's punishment for something you've done wrong.
Perfect. Here's what I want to say. I want to say, first of all, here's for you taking over my friend and also not being successful at it, loser. Here's also to you getting stuck in a prison that literally has no walls, loser. Third thing I want to say is that you just got beat by a little teeny tiny fairy prince. Embarrassing, loser. Finish. And she crumbles as my words just completely demolish her into nothing.
Yes,
She's
they
so
apparently do. And you guys watch as these chains kind of seem to materialize and lock onto her arms and her ankles as she just kind of collapses down, holding her down in place in the middle of this open area. And she looks up at you and she says, "True, you have defeated me. Here, in this place. If I get out, it will be another story, I am sure." And
Can I?
the
Get over there,
staircase
bringing
that
him
you
out.
guys came down appears right next to you. So if you want to leave, you can. But
Oh, wait. I want to ask Orion.
mhm.
Does she need to swallow your necklace thing, or can we get out of here? Are we done here? What do you need us to do?
Pretty sure I never said she has to swallow his necklace because that sounds weird.
Mhm.
Pretty sure that never happened. Orion holds up his necklace, and guys can see that where once it like pulsed and was full of some sort of magic that was pointing him in this direction, it is now quiet. There is no magic coming from it, and he says, "My job's completed. I have ensured, well, with your help, of course, with all of you guys, we've ensured that she won't escape from here. I mean, we still have to go and talk to the Spell Queen and make sure everything's done, but I can go home." Yes. Darrell?
Yay! We're so proud.
Yes, Darrell?
I want to shoot her with my crossbow.
Okay, roll
I'm
an
sure.
attack.
No, I'm not joking.
I know.
I don't be like,
She's not dead, but
just-
you're also not
just-
killing her. So-
Yeah, there's just something. I don't know.
I feel like this is like a semicolum.
Semicolon. Yeah. I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, thanks.
What's that?
20 hits?
20 hits, yes.
Okay, thought so.
Wait, was it a natural 20, or did you roll an odd number?
No, actually, I rolled a 10. But with the modifiers, the other pieces, then it's up to 20. Wait, what was that? Wow.
Sorry.
I mean, that's just another 13 damage.
13.
But-
It hits her and sinks in, and she kind of coughs, and she goes, and she kind of looks up at you, and she says, "You've defeated my spirit. You want more than this?"
Yep.
Yup. I want your body to be dead too.
She collapses. There is a body in chains in front of you.
Let's go.
I feel like we really made an enemy here, guys.
Then why don't we just, I mean, at this point, couldn't we just do a coup de grace?
Sure.
What's a
Actually, that's what I should have.
What are you
That's
gonna
what I
do?
should have said.
Cut off
A
her
helpless
head?
enemy. Wouldn't that be an automatic critical? I mean, I don't have a bladed weapon.
Yeah.
You can use my stick.
I think we're good to go. I mean, this dungeon's got her locked up, and she's dead here, so I think we're good to go. I'm gonna start walking out.
Couldn't I do a coup de grace on her if she's
Yeah,
helpless
yeah.
and yeah?
Yeah. Tell me what you want to do.
Babe, you have an axe, right?
I do not have an axe.
I think
I have
the only
hammers.
person with blades is Myles or Orion. He has a little sword.
I crafted him one. I just at this point I feel like an axe would be more fitting. But after shooting her and saying everything after she collapses, then I would just it with I would ask Myles for the dagger that I crafted for him and use that to completely finish the deal
So
in
you,
attempt to
like-
behead her.
Okay, so you actually want to behead her. Okay. It's grisly. It's uncomfortable for people watching, but you do remove her head.
All right. I'd like to loot the body, please.
She's been in a
No
prison.
body to
She's
loot.
been in a prison.
It's a soul.
No, I'm sorry. Inside the body, like her heart.
Sure,
She's-
you
but
can
it's a
take her
soul.
heart.
I don't want you to take that out of this dungeon.
Oh, leave
I
it
don't
here.
think I'm going to let you do that.
It's a soul. It's not a body. How does it have organs?
Wait, it's a
There's
soul?
organs, there's bloods, there's...
It's a body.
It's just a
There's
regular
something
body?
you're
There's
fighting
nothing
against.
special about it? Like, if I took this magical heart from the Scorpion General, it's nothing special?
Don't take it out of the
You
dungeon.
can take the
We're not
Scorpion
taking that out of
General's
the
heart.
Smart. Okay, never mind. I changed my mind.
Okay.
I just took it out and then I just threw it on the ground. I was like, stupid. Oh, and I probably wiped my hands off of her blood onto her body again.
Why?
This is awesome.
Why? Do you have an alignment written down on your character sheet anywhere?
Would that be under something
It might
specific?
say like chaotic good. No, I guess there isn't really any alignments, are there? Okay.
My character sheet does show an align category.
Okay.
Mine does not have one, but I feel like I was neutral. Or
Yeah.
something.
Why, you are definitely chaotic neutral with a strong leaning towards chaotic evil at this point.
Shoot.
Just gonna throw that out.
Okay, that's not good. I want to be good. Okay, you know what?
I get
Here's
that.
the thing. I'm gonna put her heart back in her body.
That almost is worse. I feel.
And then I'll put the head back and just brush her hair out of her face.
Okay.
When someone finds her, she deserves to look her best, you know.
Sure. All right. You guys are leaving the dungeon. Are you taking anything with you from the dungeon, the space, whatever? Okay.
Can I take a golem?
Golem.
Yep.
Possibly.
one.
You can certainly try.
One.
What are you gonna do with V?
He's still there.
Note to
somehow.
self, kill V as soon as possible.
Just as possible.
He has like
DM.
Golem.
That's it.
I'm gonna try and take one of the. Well, I guess we already have a couple crystals, so never mind.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right, so you guys ascend the stairs back to the security chamber. You know that the security chamber is a good place to rest for the night because you guys will be gaining another advancement with another. It has been another daily. So when you start next time, you should have 2 advancements into your level. And next time we will figure out what you are going to do with the encroaching army.
Ah, yes, the army. Oh, and don't forget we put in requisitions for
Nope.
stuff to help
written down.
there. Okay.
So as far as the rest, that'll be a full night's rest, so we could recover health and recoveries.
Yes, this is a daily rest, so you are recovering your health. You are back to full health, full recoveries, and you get an incremental advancement.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Congratulations on defeating the Scorpion General. Congratulations on figuring out what to do. Congratulations on restoring Orion's honor.
Yay.
For all of our
Yes.
friends who have been watching us, thank you so much for sticking with us through this extra long episode tonight. Thank you for dealing with all the technical issues that always get to happen. Hopefully soon we will be back in the studio, streaming all together once again. But thank you so much again for watching. Once again, these are the Obsidian Souls, the heroes, question mark, at the edge of desolation. And I am Becca.